Hello world, thank you for tuning back in with Mr. Worldwide. First things first, glory to my Father, the Most High God. Today's topic, people, is karmic. I'm going to give you a definition of karmic. What is a karmic person? What are the karmic signs? Do karmic soulmates last? How to break karmic? Okay. What is a karmic curse? And how do you clean karmic? And I'm going to give you all of that for the free, nigga. Alright. The definition of karmic is relating to or caused by karma. Relating to or caused by karma. That's the definition, people. Now, the definition for karma is a force believed to make good or bad things happen to someone, such as a result of their previous actions. You got that, ma'am or sir? A force believed to make good or bad things happen to someone as a result of their previous actions. You got that? Does everybody know what previous mean? Do you know what previous mean, ma'am? Do you know what previous mean, sir? Do you know what previous mean? People all over the world, do you know? I'm pretty sure y'all do. That's also a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? On all our shows, even if you didn't come up in the 80s, it always said previously on this show, or previously on Good Times, or previously on Family Matters. It always said that when it was going back to a storyline that it didn't finish before. That day before. Like if they had to cut sections within the show because that storyline was so long, they were like previously on Family Matters, or previously on Good Times. You know what I mean? Y'all got that? Okay. I think y'all understand now. I kind of gave y'all a quick little example of what previous mean. Okay. Now, moving along. Buddhism includes beliefs in the principle of karmic retribution. Buddhism includes a belief in the principle of karmic retribution. Alright? A karmic person is a person with whom you have a strong and deep, complex connection that is believed to be results of a past life. That's what a karmic person is. And we back. Now, a karmic type of relationship is often marked by the feeling of a familiarity and a strong emotional or spiritual connection, and may involve a sense of destiny or purpose. That's a karmic relationship. It's the type of relationship often marked by a feeling of familiarity and a strong emotional or spiritual connection, and may involve a sense of destiny or purpose. Alright, the way you know if you're talking to a karmic, if you met a karmic, or that you're dealing with a karmic, the signs be right in your face, man. The signs be right in your face, ma'am. The signs be right in your face. People all over the world, the signs be right there. You just got to know them. So I'm going to give y'all a couple of them, okay? The first sign is a strong, intense, and instant connection with another individual that your ass just met. or that you just don't know. You see what I'm saying? You don't find something strange about that? You don't feel like that's weird? You don't feel like you don't ask yourself like, where this feeling come from? Why I feel like this? Why I want this person to chill with me and I just met them? Why I gave this person my phone number and I don't even know them like that? You know what I'm saying? That's because they're karmic. When you meet, get too close, or even conversate with a karmic, these feelings will occur. Strong, intense. You will have a feeling that's strong and intense, and you will have an instant connection with them. Instant. Now, listen. Number 2 is turbulence, with plenty of highs and lows in the relationship. I know, right? Y'all just meet, you don't know them, and already y'all in a relationship. That's how you know you're dealing with a karmic. Also, number 3 is red flags. Could be abuse within relationship. That's a red flag. Which, that's common sense. Another no-brainer. But females get in relationships knowing the dude beat up the last female, and they still give him a chance. Don't ask me why. Maybe they ain't got too much up here. That's my, you know what I mean, my whole solution for them. They just ain't got enough up here, so they don't know no better. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe they heard that that wood was good. You know what I'm saying? So they just wanted to try it. But I don't see how that would make you want to be in a relationship with somebody, or even let somebody be all up on you like that when you know they beat up the last girl. You know this already. But you heard the wood good, so you want to try it. What you figure, you can tame the beast? It don't work like that, man. It don't work like that. I'm just going to bust your bubble. It don't work like that, man. I don't know what you think about. You can't tame the beast. If he beat up the last girl, guess who else he going to beat up now? He going to beat you up. It's the truth. Once a woman beater, always a woman beater. Just like once a cheater, always a cheater. Once a liar, always a liar. All of these facts are not just sayings that people use when you have heard them before. They're true. You know what I'm saying? They are really true. You have to go with the no-brainer sometime. Go with your first mind. If your first mind say, yeah, I heard the wood good, but I still can't lay down with him, go with that. Go with that. If you that hard up for some good wood, get you an ugly dude. Yeah, I said it. Get you an ugly dude. Because I see a lot of ugly dudes with pretty women. And that can only mean one thing. Or two things for that matter. Either that nigga got some bread, or he beating her back out. Point blank period. You know what I'm saying? For real. Either he putting it down, or he's passing it out. Giving it out. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there. And that's basically how that go. I don't understand people who decide to be with somebody and they know they beat up the last person. That's weird to me. All right, moving along though. That's your business. Get beat up. Number 4, codependency. Number 5, miscommunication. Number 6, passionate arguments. And that'll wrap it up for that part. Now, the thing about this is, let's back it up to the codependency. A lot of people live their everyday life on being codependent. That's codependency. Meaning you're leaning on somebody else to make sure you stay standing stable. Your life is stable. Or you're leaning on somebody else to make sure you're supported. No, it don't work like that. Be independent, do your own thing, handle your own business. That's the best way to be. That way nobody can't say, oh, you owe me this, or I helped you get here without me. Those words can't come out their mouth because you did it on your own. Now, when you codependent, them words can always come out of somebody's mouth and will come out of somebody's mouth in a hurry, especially if they really they're not feeling you at that moment. They'll say it real quick and they won't just tell you to your face. They'll tell you to your face later on, but they'll tell everybody else in the street, yeah, it wasn't for me, so-and-so went and had this. Yeah, if it wasn't for me, so-and-so wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for me, so-and-so wouldn't be working over there. See what I'm saying? People would do that. If it wasn't for me, that so-and-so couldn't get to work. You know what I'm saying? People would do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Because people are just people. Ain't nobody perfect. But a lot of people are cold-hearted and nasty, mean, and cruel. You see what I'm saying? That's just the way of the world. Now, if you don't know and understand those 4 to 5 components I just named, then you're in a world of trouble, man, sir. People all over the world, yeah, you're in a world of trouble. You got to understand that the world is not as beautiful as it seems. It is when you're talking about scenery, but when you're talking about the people in it, it's not. Now, I met some nice people through the narrow road that I'm on. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And I met some nasty ones. And I met some funny acting ones. And I met some that just know that they ain't shit. Excuse my language, kids. They just know they ain't caca. For the Mexicans, they know they ain't poop. For the children, you see what I'm saying? They just know they not. They don't even respond to me. Why? You might ask yourself why, and I'm going to tell you why. Because they know I can see right through them. Now, when they come to you, they're going to respond to you. They're going to talk to you. They're going to entertain you. They're going to play with you. They're going to move around you and bounce around you and stand on your head without you knowing it all they want to because you don't know them. They're going to send their representative out. See, they can't send a representative out on me because they know I'm going to realize it's a representative and I'm going to crush them. People like to make a good impression, but only on those that they know are like them. I make a good impression on everybody that I come across, except for the pieces of crap. Even the pieces of crap, to be honest with you, they're impressed also, but they ain't gonna tell me that. I already know this though. Now the genuine people will say, oh, you're nice, or you're not like everybody else. You know what I mean? Or I can tell you a kind-hearted person. Now the takers ain't gonna say none of that. The takers just gonna take and have their hand out every time they see you. But this is how you know a taker. If you give somebody something that you don't know, you listen to me. If you give somebody something that you don't know, you never met, you never talked to, you never seen, you never even crossed your path, and then when they see you again, they don't even speak to you, or they just look at you like you crossed them wrong after you did something out of the kindness of your heart, that's a taker. That's a taker. That's a guaranteed taker. You see how that works? That is a taker. And one thing the takers know that a lot of the givers don't know, they know the givers. So if you're a kind-hearted person like me and you like to give and help people that you don't know, you never seen, you never met, you never came across, who never ever even entered your life, do like I do. Test the spirit. See what fruits they bear. Like God say, see what fruit they bear. Because a rotten tree can only produce rotten fruit. A fruitful tree produces fruitful fruits. You get that? You understand that? I know I jumped off topic a little bit, but I just wanted to let y'all know that real quick about the being, that's basically on being codependent and being independent. Like I said, I did videos on both of those, but you go back and watch them if you want. All right. Number 5 is miscommunication. Now, this falls into the category of the relationship, but it also falls in the category of any relationship, whether if it's you and your significant other, or you and your homeboy, or you and your or y'all homegirls, or whatever the case may be. And the reason I say that is because it's like, if y'all don't communicate, that's gonna fall in the connection of what? Miscommunication, because there's no communication at all. You see what I'm saying? Or if y'all every now and then communicate, but don't communicate when you need to most as friends or as lovers, it's going to create miscommunication. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no communication, that's why the miscommunication that's where the miscommunication comes in at. See what I'm saying? All right? I need to get back to loving each other. You know what I mean? As far as the lovers go. And the friends, y'all need to get back to being true friends to one another. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to be a true friend, then y'all should never been friends in the first place. Number 6, passionate arguments. This is the 3 L's for the grown-ups. You fight, you fuss, you bam. You got it, right? Now for the kids, now the parents just having a moment. Sometimes the mama get on the daddy nerves, and sometimes the daddy get on the mama nerves. And vice versa if they just boyfriend and girlfriend with a kid. Then it goes baby daddy and baby mama. See what I'm saying? That's how it goes. But don't worry, kids. The love they have for you will always and only be for you because you are the child or the children. You know what I mean? I know some people only have one child and some people got kids, so that's where the children falls in at. Okay? They only have in a moment. Like I said, they might even depart from one another. And what's going to come into play is who get who on what holidays, or who get to spend what holidays with the baby. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing that's going to come into play. You still going to get to see mama. You still going to get to see daddy. Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? Meaning if the daddy ain't so bitter about the situation, you'll still get to spend time with him. If he can, this is how it goes, really, kids. If you got parents that are really grown parents, then you ain't gonna have that to worry about. Mama gonna take whatever holidays she get and enjoy you, and daddy gonna take whatever holidays he get and enjoy you. But if you got parents, if you got kids that had a kid, meaning you, then that's where the problem is gonna fall. It's gonna fall in not who get the kids, but who get to spend the time. And if the daddy don't get the holidays he want, you might not see daddy. The mama gonna get you anyway. I can tell you that right now. 9 times out of 10, the mama gonna end up with all the kids. If y'all had 5, 6 kids together, yeah, that ain't gonna get to have none of them directly. You gonna get to have them on holidays. If they real nice, cool, straight up grown up people, and they can co-parent together, then yeah, y'all will get the time y'all deserve from each parent. But if y'all got mamas and daddies like half your age and they done had you, yeah, that's gonna be a problem until they minds catch up to their age. You see what I'm saying? Straight up. Because you got kids having kids nowadays, and this generation is lost. Ain't nobody gonna say it, I say it. The younger generation is lost. They don't know which way is up, which way is down, which way is left. They don't even know horizontal from vertical. I promise you. I promise you. And everybody know what horizontal and vertical is. The difference between horizontal and vertical. They probably can't, a lot of them can't even spell horizontal and vertical. It's sad, but I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? I ain't here to make you feel good about your kid being a dummy. Point blank, period. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to just shed the light on the fact that if you don't buckle down on your kids, they're going to stay a dummy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I mean? I ain't here to dish you or your children, but I'm just letting you know. All right, that's the passionate argument part. So moving along. Do karmic soulmates last? Although you're drawn to each other, it's an unhealthy relationship that rarely lasts. Yeah, you might be drawn to one another, but it's one of those unhealthy relationships that rarely last. So I ask you, do soulmates last? Do karmic soulmates last? Give or take, but it's more. So listen, but there can be opportunities for growth. Twin flames share a deep connection and may feel like there are two halves of one soul. Okay, well, obviously there's light at the end of that tunnel. If you take advantages of other opportunities when they come along, there's light at the end of that tunnel. Only if you take advantage of those opportunities when they come along. So they already done told you the relationship really lasts and it's unhealthy, right? But they also told you there's room for growth. Meaning y'all both can grow to make it work. You see what I'm saying? Meaning two twin flames, a twin flame can feel like they're two halves of the same soul. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful thing for those who don't know. That is a beautiful thing for one person to feel like another person makes them whole. One without the other don't feel like a complete soul. That's a beautiful thing. It's not so beautiful if they depart from one another, but it's beautiful just one, but them feeling like that. You know what I mean? For each other. That's a beautiful thing. That's all I'm saying. All right. Now, a karmic curse. What is a karmic curse? A karmic curse is used to inflict, and in general, such as inflicting terrible misfortune, illness, negativity, karma, and even death on another person or other individuals. What? Now, I told y'all what how karmics get you attached to them. And on top of them being able to instantly hook you, there's a thing such as called a karmic curse, meaning they can put a curse on you because they're karmic. Yeah. And it is used to inflict and in general, such as inflicting terrible misfortune on you, illness, negativity, karma, and it can even kill you. Now, I don't know about you, but just from the inflict part, we ain't even got to the inflicting part yet. Just the inflict part is a red flag for me. But it don't stop there. Like I said, it goes terrible misfortune. Not just misfortune, but terrible misfortune. And you just don't get ill, you get an illness. Terrible illness. And a terrible misfortune, illness, negativity, like it ain't already enough, right? Negativity, karma, and can even put you 6 feet under. Well, that's why I don't deal with karmics. That's why I try to do my best to stay away from them. And I know them when I see them. I know them when they say something. I know them. They get too close. I can even spot them from across the street, down the road from me. So I get on the other side of the street because I don't want them crossing me. I don't want them crossing through my path. I don't want them in my energy. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Because karmics are basically energy vampires. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. A narcissist damn sure is an energy vampire, but karmics are too. And a narcissist also is a karmic. It's just how do you say, a more controlling karmic. You feel me? You got that? All right. Now, how do you get rid of karmics completely out of your life? Basically, it's like, how do you clean karmic? Basically, it's how do you get rid of a karmic, or how do you stop being karmic yourself? Well, you got to identify your karma. That's why I said all the things I said before. I said, well, this and well, that. Okay, it's like this. You have to identify your karma. Meaning you have to identify what you got punished for and why you got punished for it. That's basically what karma is. Karma is a punishment. Okay? 2, you have to sever your ties with toxic people. I say sever your ties with toxic people, places, and things. Because if you just sever your ties with toxic people, those places and things going to pull you back in to the karmic lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? Okay? Number 3, take responsibility of your mistakes. Not of nobody else's, but your own. Only your own, okay? Number 4, nourish your spirit. That means everything that you do to not nourish your spirit, do the opposite. That's everything. You know what I'm saying? Number 5, defy your weaknesses. Number 6, take new action. That basically means it's time for change. 7, you have to forgive everyone. And that's probably going to be the hardest part for a lot of people. I'm not even going to lie to you. It ain't easy to forgive. It ain't easy to heal. When somebody hurt you that you really got a lot of feelings for, it really do hurt. You know what I'm saying? It really does hurt. Only the people who ever really been truly hurt by somebody because they had so much love for them understand where I'm coming from. The rest of y'all just sitting there listening and looking and trying to figure it out. And that's all good and dandy and fine too. But for those who understand the hurt that I'm talking about, yeah, that hurt is real. That hurt is no joke. Nobody wants to feel that hurt. Nobody likes that type of hurt. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants that type of hurting feeling. Nobody want to have to live with that type of pain. You see what I'm saying? Not the ones who understand what I'm saying. The ones who ain't got a clue, they, like I said, you just observing and listening, which is fine. You can observe and listen, but when it actually happens, you'll understand. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for commenting. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the hate. Thank y'all for everything. I appreciate it. Just like I thank God for everything. I appreciate y'all for coming in. Appreciate y'all for listening. Y'all should write some of this stuff down because a lot of y'all need it. You know what I mean? I ain't here to, like I said, make fun of nobody or point no fingers. But it's just the truth. It's just a whole lot of good information. A whole lot of great knowledge that I gave you for the free. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about a karmic person. What is a karmic? What they about, how they move, why they do what they do. And I even told you about the karmic curse. So with that being said, I gave y'all a lot. And that's cool. I hope y'all just enjoyed it. And y'all be blessed.